We are back with the Euro Journeyman save, and yeah, things are going well. Since you last left us, which was the opening two games where we did struggle, like I said it in the episode, sometimes we just have a bit of a slow start and then we just kind of pick it up. We drew against Gothenburg, but then once we got our first win, a big 5-1 win against a team further down the table, we've just followed that up with a lot of wins back to back. One draw in that time period, but yeah, another win leaves us 10 games in, top of the league, which is lovely to see. Malmo and Gothenburg, as well as this team, which I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce, are the ones probably sitting near the top end. But yeah, it's really been us who are just doing really, really well. The cats always just come whenever I start doing these videos. They just leave me alone for all of it. And then as soon as I hit record, they're there, being annoying. There you go. Brilliant. One thing we do have, though, is a little bit of an injury crisis. But today, the main thing is we are playing a Swedish Cup final. We've got Norrköping in the league first, but then we've got our Cup final. And don't forget, if you win the Cup final, you do get Europe, I believe. It's yeah, qualifies you for the Europa League first qualifying round. Now, we are already in Europe this year, the Conference League, but this would be for next season, so we would qualify for that. I don't know when the Conference League stuff is going to kick off, but it will kick off at some point. Financially, the club are doing okay. We're not making as much money because we are spending more. We've spent a lot on like facilities and things like that. But yeah, the prize money we get, not as much. I'm going to go feed these cats or something. Do you want to go up there? There we go. Don't need to feed them. So yeah, so let's get into the first game. It's Norrköping, and as I mentioned, there's quite a few injuries. Harrison is going to be out for like a month and a half. Van der Pavert still out for another 6 weeks. Boyersen's still out for another 6 weeks. Mundell Smith will be coming back in the next couple of weeks, which is good. But then Epia, our centre half, is out with for 4 months. So really a lot of injuries. We've already confirmed 2 people leaving the club as well, which is going to happen in June, so not too far away. So Caro is going to go. He's just never really played. I just didn't like him as a short centre half. And then Alase is going to go to Aalborg. I think he's going to Midtjylland. So decent clubs are leaving. Rosengren's not happy because he's not playing enough, so he wants a loan out, so we've added him on the loan list. Hafidi's not really happy, but he's not really asked for anything, he's just not really happy. The standouts, though, have been Scanlon, Ibrahimov, and El Boujoufi. El Boujoufi's really hit good goal scoring form this year. He got 16 and 28 last year. He's on 8 to 10 at 7.41. He's definitely kicked on. Been really, really good. Jew has been good this year as well, as has Berman, weirdly. Berman has gone up a bit of a level. He's already matched his goal contributions this season. I guess he's only 24. He could still get better. It seems like the improvement in the training facilities and things like that we've been investing in have improved the team. So we're going with it. Hopefully we get a win today, mostly just to give us that momentum going into the cup final. But yeah, Griffiths is having to come in net, and then the back four, I'm just doing it from memory now. There we go. It's Berman, Tov, Jewett, and Cooper. Osterberg has been a regular in midfield along with Finley Gorman, and then Scanlon, Ibrahimov, El Boujoufi, and Ronnie Moncaire, who has, I think, hit his limit. He's since we've gotten to the Premier League, he's not really done as much. I think we need, if we are to kick on another gear, I think he's one where we probably need another striker. But don't forget, we've got money in the bank. We've got available wage and transfer budget, and we mostly rely on July signings, the free transfers on the 1st of July, 30th of June when contracts expire. We are not too far away from now. We are in May. The squad is getting a little bit small, especially with all of the injuries. So we will absolutely be looking to bring in as many good players as we can. But again, it's not always a case of as soon as we get to that point, we're able to bring them in. It's often a case that we have to wait till like October, sometimes even a little bit later, to be able to bring in the best players because they, drop their wage demands, or they're willing to drop down and play for a lesser club like ourselves. They're holding out for like a championship club or a League One club, and then eventually they'll get that move, and that's when we swipe them up basically, and that's pretty much been our transfer policy this whole time, and it's put us in good stead. As I mentioned, this is going to be probably maybe our last season. We're going to get into the Conference League qualifiers. If we actually qualify for it, I think the league phase will go into next season. So we'll sign and we'll agree to stay to play that. But I think once we win the league, if we can win the league this year, which is definitely not a guarantee because it's definitely going to be tough. That is a poor touch. And Ibrahimov can get himself forward. Plays it to El Boujoufi. We know how many goals he's got. Plays it to Finley Gorman, who strikes it really well past El Boujoufi to make it 1-0. But yeah, I mean, we've if we can win the league, then we'll have taken the team from the 4th division all the way to the top division and won the league and got them into Europe. So if we can do that, qualify them for Europe and win the league, I'll probably sign a new deal to play the league phase and then look to move on after that. If we don't win the league, then I'll stay because I want to win the league with the club. But if we do win the league, I think, yeah, it might be time to move on. But it's not set in stone. It'll be basically just go off feel. In that time period, we've had no one approach us yet. So we are in like season 8 or 9, I think, in the series, and we've not had one approach yet. So we are definitely... Is that realistic? I feel like at some point when we've been going up through the league, someone even in this country should have really offered us a job. I think they do need to work a little bit on how the game manages that sort of, I don't know, the sort of like approaching for managers and things like that. I think if you did this well, you would get approached. And there's nothing really keeping us at the club. Like, we don't have to stay here. So yeah, we were still waiting on our first approach. We're not on big wage either, so there's really no excuse for we'll get away a penalty. Berman, for no reason. It was a bloody floater in the box. We could have just let it go. We always seem to do worse on camera than we do off camera. I promise you there is nothing funky going on off camera. I wouldn't be that bothered, to be honest with you, to be saves coming in a save like this. Like, we do well more than enough. It just seems like every time in the last few episodes I've come on to do the games on camera. Well, to be fair, what the one we did on camera, we won like 10-0 at the end of the season, so maybe it's just... I just happened to pick the ones that we come back for, I don't know. But Berman getting himself forward, trying to get another assist to his name. Like I say, he's already matched his goals and assists from last season in a lot less games, so he is definitely improving. But yeah, I think going into July, if we can get fullbacks in and maybe a striker, I think that would be the main positions I'm looking at. Berman gets his second goal of the season, clipped in on the inside of the post, beating the spaghetti keeper. It's 2-1. And we should be winning this game. We're a better team than these. That was just a daft penalty to give away. But we are obviously without quite a few number of players. Harrison, the goalkeeper, has been injured like twice since we've had him. So he seems like an injury-prone player, which is weird for a goalkeeper. You don't tend to get injury-prone goalkeepers. If anyone's safe to play a lot of games, it's usually keepers. So I think he's just probably been unlucky. I can't imagine he's genuinely injury-prone. That's a great tackle from Finley Gorman. I think the other position we could do with is probably a centre-back. So full-backs, centre-back. Honestly happy with the midfielders we've got. Osterberg, Hafidi, Scanlon. Who's the other one that we're playing? Finley Gorman. That is poor. Again, just letting them back in. How many Icelandic players have these got? Because I'm pretty sure that was 2 different Icelandic players that scored for them. It's 2-2. It wasn't an Icelandic. Yeah, Sigurdsson, Gudmundsson. There we go. Are they both Icelandic? He is. And he is. I guess it's not crazy. Iceland players playing in Sweden. But yeah, I don't know. We're letting them in a little bit too much. But yeah, definitely a left back. Definitely a right back. I know Berman scored today, but you know, he's 2.5 stars. We could definitely improve on that. Cooper's definitely not good enough, but we just don't have anyone else. I'm still hoping he's going to improve because he's got 5-star potential, but he just doesn't seem to do it. And I don't know what's up with Ronnie Munkar. He had a period where he was like our best striker, and we could always rely on him to score, but it just doesn't seem to be the case anymore. He just doesn't seem to do it as much. There's a shout for putting Mundell Smith up front, to be honest, and keeping Scanlon on the right rather than putting Mundell Smith on the right, but that is his natural position, I think, for Mundell Smith. There's Munkar into Ibrahimov, who is probably, well, not probably, he is our best player now, into Adnan El Boujoufi. He's got a number of players running in the box. He decides to cut back, still going himself. I mean, just finish it. Very selfish from El Boujoufi. Had to really score if he's going to be that selfish, but unfortunately he does not. But yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a weird one. I think we're a good side, but we can definitely still get a few signings. I think a full-back either side, a centre-back and a striker, I think that would just take us to the next level because wingers, centre-mids, they're all fine. I'm honestly happy with the goalkeeping situation. Harrison's settled a little bit now that he had those poor games. Ibrahimov makes it 3-2. yeah, he's settled a little bit now. Like he was poor in the first two, but we don't usually concede that many. Obviously today it isn't even him in net, so I can't blame him for the two conceded. One of them was a penalty as well. So we're going to concede again, aren't we? We're a weird team on camera. We really are. We're not like this off camera. We're very odd. It's like as soon as the pressure's on in front of you lot, they just absolutely bottle it. I don't really know why. We're class off camera. I just think we're just like, I don't know. I just put the games on and I'm just watching YouTube videos while I'm playing the games. And we just seem to get into this momentum, this run, and then it's like I probably leave it, pause it, or I save it and then come back maybe, the RNG of reloading the game, and then all of a sudden you don't do as well. Good save. Maybe it's also because I'm on camera, I'm overanalyzing it, whereas when I'm just playing it off camera, I kind of just play it and then do something else. It's like half and half. I don't fully pay as much attention as I do this. I don't watch the games like a hawk. Well, I'm not like a hawk now, but you know what I mean. Like I pay less attention when I'm doing it off camera because at this point we're just playing games against league opposition, and I've played against these same teams quite a few times now, which is usually the sign to get moving on with the club, because not that I'm losing interest, because there's definitely things I want to achieve. Oh, that's brilliant. Good finish, great work. The English boys we signed at the back end of last season, Scanlon, Gorman, and Ibrahimov, they've taken our attack to the next level. I think this is the reason we'll win the league, is because our attack is so good now. We do score a lot of goals. We'll make a couple subs because things are going pretty well. Alasi can come on for Ibrahimov. Rosengren can come on for Ronnie Moncaire. Hafidi can come on for Osterberg. We'll leave it there. I don't make too many subs in the games, and the ones I play off camera as well. Usually it's around this time I'll bring some players on, but I don't make hosts of changes. Honestly, I kind of just play as good of a side as I can. Hafidi tries to hit one from distance. Unfortunately, is just hitting the post, and it is a counter attack for the away side, who are trying to get themselves back in the game, but I think we did just about enough to cover it. But we are going to be out without Eppier as well. Obviously, Tolf is not a bad player at all. I think he's like 3 stars of current ability, 2.5. But he's only 23 and he is Swedish. He's 6'2", so if he improves, he could definitely be a decent player for us. But a 4-2 win at home keeps us top of the league and creates a nice little gap. Hopefully that is actually a gap, because and not just games played for us. But there you go. So Swedish Cup final next. If we just take a look at the league, yeah, it's games in hand. But there you go. So we're still looking good. 9 unbeaten going into it. Where are they in the league? Because they were one of the teams we struggled against. They're mid-table, so they're not doing as well as us. And they were one of the teams we drew with on the opening day. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. And then I guess we'll see. Right, Swedish Cup final next. Chance to get into the Europa League qualification as well. So the Swedish Cup final is here. This is the one we've been waiting for. It's the same team that played the league game. Interestingly enough, going into what's close to be the June window, El Bouzoufi's wanted by like 15 clubs, so it's going to probably take maybe a big new contract or something to keep him here. But we look like we're at home. How are we at home are we at home? This looks like our ground. It's not very big, so it's probably ours. Seems odd for a cup final. I thought it would be held in like one of the big, country, one of the big national stadiums. But the other thing to keep in mind, so we go very close to conceding early doors. The flag was anyway. The flag was up anyway. Is obviously if we lose this, then Degerfors get themselves. I think these won the cup last year as well. They would get themselves in the Europa qualifier again, which actually makes the league position only go down to 3rd, because they're probably not going to finish in the top 3 based on the fact that they're currently mid-table and don't seem to be turning it around. But they do seem to be cup specialists. I'm pretty sure they won it last season. This is our first final. It's also our first chance at a major trophy. We've not won anything really in the save. The only things we've won are, of course, like the lower division titles and things like that, which are not major trophies. So this is our first chance at a major. We obviously are still going for the league title, which I'm hoping we will do this year. But there's no guarantee, whereas this is just one game. We can win this. But we definitely haven't had the best start. They clearly fancy themselves in the cup. We are, of course, without a number of players through injury, and we do go a goal behind at 13 minutes in. It's Policapio with the goal. What a name that is. Griffiths beaten, nothing he could really do. Smashed past him. But yeah, we've just stumbled out the blocks. We've come against a team who clearly these are the severe of the Europa League of the Swedish Cup. They know what they're doing. Ronnie Moncur, what on earth was that? He's wanted as well. He's wanted by Stockport County. If they're putting a bid of close to his valuation, I'm honestly letting him go. Scanlon puts it in. I thought he was offside, but he wasn't. It was really poor from their goalkeeper. It's straight at him. He has to be saving it. He saved it into his own net. It's a very weird one, but we do get a goal back. Scanlon with the equaliser, 20 minutes on the clock. 1-1, so still all to play for. That's not Islam Slimani, is it? There's Slimani up front. It can't be. If it is, it's a very old Islam Slimani, because he was old when he was playing for Leicester. Not that old, but he was kind of old. I haven't thought about him in a while. It's an A Slimani, so it's definitely not him. Good bit of work from Tolf there. Cooper, not great. Tries to clear it, but I don't know. It's like a half clearance, half shot, and they're in again. And I think he's offside. He is offside. The assistant referee, should I say. It's always really called the assistant referee. I don't know the linesman. Are they both assistant referees then? Like on both sides? I just call them like linos. Never really a linesman. I've never really, yeah. Is that their official term, the assistant referee? The assistant to the referee. Oh my God, what is Griffiths doing there, man? It's a powerpuff shot. This Tercy's a bloody nightmare. This is the game of two honking goalkeepers because he should be saving that. 100% he should be saving that. It wasn't like it was in the bottom corner, but he's barely hit it. He's basically passed it into the net. That is so poor. But El Boujoufi is through. This is a crazy game. Cup finals are sometimes like cagey affairs. This is not the case. You can see why 15 clubs want El Boujoufi. He couldn't get a game for Celtic. Could not get a game for Celtic, but he's came to us straight in with the goals, and he's just a goal a game player now. Really, really good. I'm hoping we can just keep him because he is quality. If we do move on to another club, there is a couple names in here I will be looking at. Obviously, it depends the level of club we go to. I think this division isn't the highest ranked, so there is other teams like not top sides we could go to. But if we end up going, Behrman nearly caught him out. If we end up going to like a second tier France side or something like that, could El Boujoufi be good there? Ibrahimov. I think that's kind of what I'm aiming for. Either like a team in the top division of like a better league, so maybe like honestly wouldn't mind going to like Scotland or something, a bit closer to home, a bit closer to England, but not England. I think we're gonna avoid England altogether. I don't really want to play for an English side when we've already obviously do that in our main save with the UK Journeyman. So, but we didn't really touch Scotland, did we? In the UK Journeyman, it was Wales. Did we go to Scotland? I can't even remember. I genuinely can't remember. It was mostly Wales, wasn't it? Did we go to Scotland? I don't think we did. It's mad that I can't remember it, but there you go. We definitely finished at United, I think, Man United. So I'm getting confused with what was the UK Journeyman and what was my FM24. Oh my God. Moncur is just shite now. He's awful. That is so easy. Maybe he doesn't like playing on the left. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I should be playing him on the right, but El Boujoufi's on the right and he's doing really well. I don't know. If we do sign another striker, it's not that I'm going to definitely try and move Moncur on, but he's definitely going on bench because he's been rubbish. Good save from their goalkeeper, considering how poor the goalkeepers have been this game. That was a decent save. Finley Gorman to take. It's a floater. It's a floater, and it's easy for the goalkeeper to just collect. Really poor cross from Finley Gorman. This has been a poor quality game. I know it's been 4 goals in the first half. It's been an exciting game, but it's been a poor quality game. Tolf. Big clearance, Ronnie Moncur into El Boujoufi. Gorman, we do move it around nicely. We just haven't got the finish in. El Boujoufi just taking charge. He's seen Moncur, hit it wide one too many times. Get off it, son. It's mine. Puts it in the back of the net. 3-2. Ibrahimov is really good. Him and El Boujoufi are our 2 best players, absolutely. 3-2 going into the second half. Definitely not done there. Still all to play for in theory. Hopefully we can just settle this one down a little bit. But yeah, I can't remember it because the UK Journeyman we definitely started in Wales. Or did we? Did we start in Wales? Why can I not remember what we did? That's bad. I'm pretty sure we finished at Man United. And I can't remember the club we were at before Man United. It was definitely a Premier League side, though. It's crazy that I can't remember it. It really, really is. Scanlon, free kick. Decent save from their keeper. We definitely finished at United because North to Prem on FM24, I can remember really well. We started with Peterborough Sports. Then I think we went to Lincoln. Then we went to Fulham. Then we went to Arsenal. So it was just 4 clubs. Really easy to remember. For the UK Journeyman, it was Wales. It was Brickfield Rangers. We started at Brickfield Rangers. Did we go to Ireland? Or did we just go straight to England? We might have just went straight to England, you know, like a league side. Was it? It wasn't Wigan. It is I mean, you could just look it up and look. And this is a good shout, actually, a good little plug. If you haven't watched the UK Journeyman save, go watch that. I don't know why I'm yapping on about it. Luca Cooper's scored. He never scores. He never ever scores. So there you go. Cup finals are weird affairs sometimes. Luca Cooper gets the goal, makes it 4-2. That makes things. I mean, we have been the better side. They've just scored the few chances they've had, and we haven't scored ours. That's pretty much all it is, really. But yeah, 4-2 as it stands. We're looking like we're going to be walking out winners, which is great. We will make a sub, though, because this is only 4 days after our last league game. Couple tired legs. We're going to swap them 2 around and bring Vujanovic, Person on. Hafidi's got to come on for Gorman. He's looking tired. Scanlon can come off for Alase as well, who is, of course, one of the players leaving the club very, very soon. So we do need some new bodies in the free transfer window. There's nothing really available of the now. Obviously, 1st of June, the Scottish players will get released. I don't think there's too many other countries that release on the 1st of June. It's mostly 1st of July, and obviously England is the main one. But yeah, I'm still trying to remember where we went. It's really crazy. I can't remember. It was definitely Brickfield Rangers in Wales. I remember that. And we were there for a good bit. But we actually, well, we weren't there for that long, were we? We struggled there, actually. We really did. Limavady. The baddie from Limavady. That's what they used to call me. Moncur through. I think he's the only time he has scored, he's offside. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the baddie from Limavady, that's it. And then we went to England after that. Mansfield Town. It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back. We took them all the way at the Prem. Then we got the United job. There we go. I'm a fool. I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Good clearance from Dewar. And yeah, we're looking like we're going to win, which is really good. A first major. I don't know why I've yapped so much about the past series, but good ball over the top to Alase. It looks like it's going to be a first major. And if you have made it to this far in the video, oh, I thought we were going to score again. I would like to know what your plans are for FM27. What kind of saves are you going to do? Are you going to do something like this? Are you going to stick to one club? I'm thinking probably going to do a beta save this year. It's not something I normally do. I normally just jump straight into it, but I think maybe a short-term save. Again, they didn't really do a beta last year, but maybe a short-term save first rather than jumping straight into North to Prem or something like that. Yeah, I think I'm just going to call it a road to glory. I think North to Prem doesn't hit the algorithm too well because people just don't know what it is. They have got one back. With not long left to go. It's 4-3. Could there be some scenes on for these lot? They know how to win a game in this. They know how to win this trophy. But I think we've just probably done just enough. But quite a crazy final. 4-3 in the end. That's a Luca Cooper winner. Wins us our first major. You love to see it. The first major of the tournament. The Swedish Cup. That does mean we will be in the Europa League qualification next year round, which obviously might not be us as gaffer. It just depends. We'll just kind of see how we get on with it. But there's no reason to move. I mean, I'm quite enjoying it. Yeah, so something up with I don't know, maybe it's like a skin thing. Where, you know, when people got like a skin condition. Walk Football Manager putting the skin conditions in. There you go. A lovely win for us, Swedish Cup champions, which, like I said, Europa League qualification next year. We do have our Conference League one this year, though, which we will definitely show some episodes, at least a couple on, because that is, well, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? We want to try and get ourselves into the league phase. So Osterberg lifts it. He's only been at the club a short time, but he is the best leader in the club. There we go. I think we were at home as well, which is really weird. I don't know why we would be at home for a final. Surely a neutral ground in a big stadium would be ideal. But there we go. First major. And maybe now I've got a trophy in my cabinet. Maybe I can start to get some offers. Maybe is it because I've got no badges? Is that going to mess me up this year? I don't think so. There's a lot of jobs available. Like I said, I could go applying for them. In terms of countries, like I said, I'm not picky. I think there's some countries I would definitely like to go to. Scotland would be good. Turkey would be good. I wouldn't mind that. Greece. I think like those kind of teams, those kind of Holland, for example, those ones that are sort of just outside like the big five. Portugal maybe. Not a bad shout, but I think I would like Turkey. Turkey seems like a fun one. Like Bursaspor, that would be a fun one. Even like the second tier, maybe not of Turkey, but like Belgium, the top tier there. Eredivisie would be good. But yeah, like a second tier of any of the top five that aren't England. I think we're just, like I said, I want to avoid England unless a really interesting one comes along, like Man United have been relegated to the Championship or something. Like I'm not going to go super far down though. There'll be no reason for me to go to Gateshead after winning, after playing in the Europa League. It just seems daft. We're not going to go like. So if we look at like the Swedish Premier Division, where does that rank? Where does it rank actually? Do we know? Surely it's not this low down. Hang on, I must have missed it. It's annoying it doesn't just tell you where you are. 22nd. So anything. I can't believe the Romanian league's better than the Swedish league. That is crazy. But yeah, so like we're just below the Championship. So yeah, something like that. So like the Danish, like Austrian, yeah, like a big club in Poland maybe would be good. But yeah, I think Scotland. I think I was right trying to aim for more like around here, something sort of lower. Maybe not. Yeah, something like this would be cool. I mean, Turkey's the one that I've got my eyes on. And obviously, if we leave, we can make our own choice where we go. So I definitely think there's some interest for Turkey, Greece. Let me know what you think, what you'd like me to go to as well, because I'm not saying we're going yet, but it's kind of in my mind now. I'm thinking this might be our last season if we win the league. That's a big if. If we win the league. If we win the league. But that's going to do it for now. I think we haven't got too much really until the July window opens. So I think we'll come back for the last two games, Gothenburg, or maybe just come back for Gothenburg. We don't even need to do two games because there might be some transfers and stuff that's happened by then. We'll at least come back for one game. But by that point, hopefully we maybe have signed a few players that have left in July. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Euro Journeyman, and I'll see you all for more very soon.